Hey everybody, this is Desiree. I just want to do a quick video on my story of something that just happened this month of November 2019. I feel like this story is, for one, nothing personal, but something that may help somebody that may have gone through something like this, or you know, the similar process. So let's begin with November 6th. That was a Wednesday. I was positioned at a elementary school and I ate lunch and everything. I went home after working and thought I had food poisoning or like a bad stomach ache after eating. So I rested. So I woke up the next day, that Thursday, and noticed that it was still there and it was getting worse each day. So on Saturday the 9th, I told my fiance, I was like, hey, we gotta go to the emergency room or the hospital. I don't feel good. I don't think I can make it through the day. So we went to the ER room. They admitted me. They got me in quickly since there was not a lot of people there, so I was able to get everything done and with a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, and with like 10 minutes. The nurse was there, the doctor was there ready to check on me. So they did IV, they put fluids in my system, and then they were like, man, you know you're a woman, so you need to go take a urine test. So I went to go take a urine test. The lady came in, she was like, we'll just do the test right here. Let me first say that I had birth control in. I had an IUD in, the Paragard. So that made sure I wasn't going to get pregnant. So when the lady did the pregnancy test, she said that there was two bright lines that showed up. And I said, no, this is impossible. I can't be pregnant. I have birth control in. So I'm over here like crying, and they said the ultrasound lady will come in and do an ultrasound. So she came in, she did an ultrasound. She showed that my IUD was coming out my body, so it was coming through my cervix, where your IUD is supposed to sit in your uterus, so it's pushing out my body just like a baby. And then there was a little circle, and she said I was 5 weeks pregnant, and that also I am bleeding. I have a lot of blood in my uterus, so I was listed as a threatened miscarriage. So after that, they sent me home and they told me to go see an OBGYN. So on Monday, I went to go see an OBGYN, and they were like, honestly, the way it seems, you're on the edge of having a miscarriage, so the best thing to say is to get an abortion. Just go through the whole abortion process than having to deal with the miscarriage. That because you don't know when it's going to happen. The baby's not even going to live because you have blood in your uterus. So moving forward, on Tuesday, I went to the abortion clinic in Clearwater to begin the process. When I went to Clearwater abortion clinic, you know, the typical, you see people protesting. I'm very pro-life. Let's put that out there. Very pro-life. If I get pregnant, that's my consequence. I have to take care of that kid. Just like when I got pregnant with my son, I had to make sure. I was so like, I can't have an abortion. So, but this was a time where I had to get an abortion. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but it was something I needed to do for the simple fact that the baby wasn't going to live anyways. So I went to the abortion clinic, filled out the paperwork, paid the $350. Yes, it is an expensive process. And so the first thing was they had to do another ultrasound. So they did an ultrasound and they found out that there was a whole bunch of blood. There was more blood in my uterus, and the baby, there was no heartbeat, anything. So the baby there would have been a miscarriage anytime soon. So they sent me to another room. They gave me the first pill. I don't know the name. I'm gonna put the name right here because these medical terms, I know. So they gave me the first pill. and the first pill stops the hormone, so it stops my body producing progesterone, which allows the baby to grow. So my body stopped because that was something I needed. Like I couldn't deal with the hormones and the throwing up and the cramping. So then they sent me home with 4 sets of pills. These other 4 sets of pills I was supposed to take, they came, and at 1 o'clock I took the 4 pills. I put them on the side of my mouth. I'm put the name right here. There's 2 sets, and I let them dissolve. This process is where it disintegrates everything out of my uterus. So with the hour after taking the pills, that's when everything started flowing out my body. Blood, poop, and the baby came out. I didn't see it, but it comes out in a blood clot. So it's like a little big blood clot, like a ping pong ball, came right out. Nothing hurt. I'm not mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm not hurt in any of these areas. But the simple fact of me just want to tell my story and let ladies know that it is okay if you have to go